Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Johannesburg, a world-class university, an international university of choice in Africa. I'm sure most of you would like to be part of this prestigious university. My name is Mrs. Motsabi, and I'm going just to talk about the challenges or the expectations of higher education in our students. Probably there's a great need in our country to have our young people going through higher education. And there are a number of reasons. If you come to higher education, obviously you get better qualifications that put you in better stead for job opportunities, and eventually you get better job satisfaction. The higher education improves a number of skills that you will need as you go on with your life. But also, you are not counted amongst the unemployed. It also helps to decrease the dependency on social support, and hence we encourage young people to attend higher education. The competition for jobs is quite high, and the competition and the need for our country as a developing country to improve our economy depends upon our young people. And hence, I'm encouraging you, grade 12s and grade 11s, to start thinking about further education, particularly higher education. But the journey to higher education is not easy. I liken it to climbing a mountain. If you're going to climb a mountain, you have to be mentally prepared for the mountain. You have to buy the right gear, the shoes that will endure. You have to have the right backpack that will carry all the things you need. You have also to get the right food that you will have to carry you. This journey of climbing a mountain looks easy as you begin, but eventually it becomes quite high and steep. So you need to be prepared for it. Just like coming to the university. The leap between primary school and and secondary school is quite small. But the leap from secondary school to university is quite steep. So you need to be prepared for that steep leap. And I'll tell you in a few minutes what you need to do in order to get yourself ready for higher education. What we have observed, when students come to university, they learn in two different ways. The first group learns that way. It's quite turbulent. It's quite difficult, but they have learned it. Let's see how the second group learns. Which plane landed better, the first or the second? The first one experienced turbulence, but it was resistant, it was persistent. The pilot knew what he was doing, and although it was a rough landing, but it was a safe landing. And what happened to the helicopter? So some of our students learned that way. But why am I saying this? In higher education in South Africa, we take the top 18% of matriculants. Only 18% go to all the different higher education institutions. And 50% of these students graduate in 5 years. And only 35% graduate in the minimum given time. The rest are like the helicopter. They vanish from the system. And what we are saying is, you don't only need a potential in order to succeed. You need potential, which all of you have. The fact that you are our orange carpet students says to me, you've got the necessary potential. You have to have the right intentions. By the right intentions, knowing what you want to study and why you want to study it, getting into the correct career field. But university also needs the right attitude. It's not easy, but it's doable. And that is why Prof earlier on said we graduate more than 12,000 students every year. And you also have to have the right vision. But also you need persistence, that endurance, that resilience, that says, I can do it. I am able. That talks like Mandela and says, despite these difficulties, I am going to make it. And I want to challenge you that as you plan to come to university, that is the attitude you should have. Because we at this university are going to create an environment that is going to sustain you. We're going to provide support. We're going to provide development strategies. We're going to provide you with resources that will ensure that you succeed whilst you are here. But also what you need to take into cognizance is that you'll need new study skills, you'll need to attend your classes regularly, you'll need to take responsibility for yourself, and you'll need to work very, very hard. When the road becomes difficult, don't be despondent, don't be discouraged, because we want you to be like the video I'm going to show you. I want you to observe, and then we'll have a little short discussion after it.
He's certainly been brave today. There's a red. Oh, whoa! I didn't get that. Oh, he went back for more. Oh, look at that! Look at that! See, she's trying to run him off. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Is she going to bite him? That's what she's doing. Look at that, honey. Look at that. Oh, he's going up the tree. He's trying to get away from her. She must be biting him. Can you believe it? Oh, God. He made it up that tree.
Who won? Is it natural, is it normal for the rabbit to beat a snake? Because it's the snake that eats the rabbit. But this rabbit had a few things up its sleeve, and that is what you should bring with you. It had its own strategy of making sure that it is not eaten by the snake. It had resilience, it had persistence. It said, even if you are a snake that has eaten all other rabbits, I am not going to be part of those. And lastly, I just want to say, a man who wants to do something will find a way. A man who doesn't will find an excuse. You can be the best you can. You can take control of your life. and you can be the change that you want to see. God bless you.
The University of Johannesburg. Rethink, reinvent.